Hi, and welcome back our journey to top 100 in the world. You can see this graph is looking quite nicely right now again. We'll see if today we can cross back 2200. It would be awesome to get it all ready in the first game. I'll definitely try my best, but we'll still see. We are already in a game against knight f3. I think I'll just copy. Oh, now we see b3, some Nimzo Larsen variation. I might copy too, but I think I'll go for c5 here. I'll go for c5 and we'll play it in this style. Now, yeah, obviously we are gonna castle too. And then, yeah, we see c4. No, I cannot go e5 actually. So let's go d6 first, but now yeah, now d4. So we gotta take, and already the position is a bit unpleasant here. Yeah, this offbeat openings, you just cook something in the opening, and then this is for some reason how it usually ends up in not such a great position. Yeah, take knight. I didn't want to do it on the previous move, but now with knight c3 I think I'll do it. And then there are no useful discoveries. I'll go bishop c6 to counter this bishop. But now e4, wow, e4 is unpleasant. However, can't I just take? I've just realized. I'm quite sure I can. And use the discovery. Yes, I can. It might cost me 2 pieces. So yeah, if you want to sack the queen for 2 pieces, you can. But this is attacked. So I don't know, like queen d3, queen d2, queen e3. Those are the options that we should go for, and we snatch the pawn. And then yeah, I can trade everything. But I don't really think I want to do it. I can go knight c5 now. Yeah, that seems pretty nice. Just hit the queen again and then trade the bishops. Which is definitely beneficial for us to get rid of this bishop. This one is strong too, but you know, in front of the king, it's a nice guardian of the king, so it is very useful to eliminate that. Now I can go e5 and get the knight to d4. At the same time, it's not a necessity. But the pawn is actually a little weak. Yeah, the rooks will come to the e and the d file and will put quite some pressure. If here there's knight d5, no, I cannot do that. Queen d7 perhaps. Yeah, I gain a pawn, but now I'm a little stuck. I don't want to gain d5 access. But you know what? Let's actually do that indeed. I gave d5 access, so I might have to. Yeah, I might have to trade this knight for this knight at some point. Still isn't the best, is it? Okay, I'll go here and give that check, and put this rook to the d file. Is the plan now. We are up a pawn after all. Like, why are we getting so fast now? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I knew there. Yeah, I was only looking after this for some reason. Is there a way to escape? Or is it a piece blunder? Damn. Against the promising opening and game. And I have to blunder so early. Damn. I don't even want to continue. I'm so disappointed now. I saw the pressure, but I was thinking only about the pawn. And that I got it defended by the bishop and not about the knight for some reason. So, okay, I was not able to make that 22 back. 2200 immediately in the first game. Oh wow, this system again. This long gas system. I don't really like facing too much. So this guy isn't afraid of this. So I think I'll trade. This should be fine. You mean white or black? I guess black, but I can try to play an Indian. I assume you mean King's Indian. Now I wanna go c3, but the b2 pawn is hanging too. Is it a problem though? No, it's not. There's e5. Wow, yeah, that first pawn that kind of, yeah, I was in a good mood. But yeah, that wasn't really nice. Okay, bishop e2 to break the pin. Seems like there is nothing too wrong in particular. Whoever, I'll choose queen c2 and I'll probably cast long too. Yeah, I'll cast long too, and then we should be kind of equal. I have a bishop pair. Light squad bishop, which might be very useful compared to this knight, although e5. And now if I take, there's an awesome outpost for that knight. And I'm actually still not castled yet. Okay, I'll take. Now we'll see pawn takes or knight takes. Pawn takes fixes the structure. And knight takes, yeah, like I said, that would be an awesome outpost for my opponent. But the strategical decision was made here. Okay, I gave up f to a pawn apparently. Voluntarily, voluntarily. It's not the most important pawn. But, you know, you don't want to lose a pawn like this. Although, yeah, you might not even take it. But now it feels like I got a little bit of time. For example, bishop e3 just looks very good. And yeah, there was one opportunity, but now But now it seems all different again. I would like to not to take and develop the bishop, but if I don't, then the pawn falls again. So I think I'll take. Although bishop pair was very nice having, we still got some problems developing. The bishop, again, the pawn is under attack. And there are now knight jumps because of the pain. Why am I behind? Even though I'm white. Am I behind in development? I'm having the white pieces. Okay, I think I go back. I think I go back to c2. Somehow we played an opening, 17 moves in, and this is Black's game so far. Better pawn structure, better development. You know, it's just an edge so far, an advantage, but nothing is decided yet. This will happen later. Is b5 something? I don't think it really is. No, I don't see it. So let's go bishop g2. And then I wouldn't mind sacking a pawn this way, because a double pawn against my own f-pawn would be quite useless. And I would open up this awesome diagonal, which was weakened now, with aggressive b5 push. But if b4 I can just take. Cannot even take with the queen. Okay. Apparently maybe you can take with the knight, because I take the queen and there's a fork. Or you can take the queen first. Might also go queen b3. It drops this pawn. I don't have to take. No, let's take that. I actually quite like the endgame. And now what? I can go to c3 and attack it. If this I trap the knight, there would be another check in the center, and then knight f4, which I'm not exactly sure if I would like. But even if king b3, there is knight d3 hitting the pawn, and going after this. Okay, I might change my mind a bit about the statement that I like it. But yeah, I'll go king b3, and then I cannot even go rook e1 after knight d3 though. Pawn f4 would be nice. It would be very nice to activate the bishop along this long diagonal, and combined with the rook, it can do magic. But I think that my priority might be to just get the 7th rank, even at the cost of a pawn. Possibly it might be good. But yeah, knight d3 has the pawn. I don't want to pass the defense. And then knight f4. Yeah, I feel like this is the best. If rook e1 possible, then that's definitely the move. However, there's knight guarding that square too. Okay, so yeah. You see, I have avoided the pawn completely. So I'll go back to f1, but I got my rook out, so that's at least something. And I'm controlling the knight too. So now I guess we'll be playing mostly with the rooks. Mine seems a bit more active. I think I'll infiltrate and try to hit the bishop. Not bishop's pawns. From behind. Bishop h1. You are suggesting. I think bishop f1 is better, yeah, because it's having an active diagonal too. And now my mouse is a bit stuck, yeah. And controlling the knight. Nice then on h1. Yes, I would keep this. Very nice long diagonal. However, I would have to chase away this knight. If I wouldn't do that, it's basically out of the game, and you are basically playing without the bishop for the time this knight is on f4. So I honestly think that this would be self-trapping your bishop in long term. Or maybe not in long term, but in short term definitely. So yeah, bishop f1 should be better. Now, what will black play? Pushing pawn seems pointless here. You really need to activate the rook. But do you go to the g file? c6. Preparing knight d5, I would assume. However, yeah, now I'll definitely take the 7th rank. And there's bishop a6 too. To put the king to the corner. Now the king is nicely cut off, and the activity of the rook is awesome. Compared to this one. Yeah, f6 defending this pawn, and if rook f7 there is knight d5. However, then still I could hit it. So I might just be winning a pawn, although it would be this double f pawn. I can also go back here and hit both pawns. That seems better to me. Then I will sacrifice the excellent 7th rank. Bishop a6 seems nice, but I think I'll go pawn hunting instead. Yeah, okay, I have to decide. Yeah, I'll go pawn hunting. And I'll snatch a pawn, but that will give a time for this rook to activate itself. Yeah, this okay, no forks. There is a check, and now don't go to c3. That would be bad. So I think c2 should be logical. But yeah, really watch out for forks. Now I'm threatening to win another pawn. But yeah, like I said, the rook activates and the king is more active too. There's still the doubled f pawn that I'm up, so yeah, not the best pawn, but at the same time, if my opponent snatches one pawn in the future, it will just equalize the material. And I would still say that my rook is more active than my opponent's counterpart. Did I give a check? Bishop a6. No, I still don't think so. It maybe doesn't seem like it, but the bishop is already very active on f1. I'll give this check. Only way not to lose a pawn is king b6. And now I'll try to win another pawn. This way. Rook f5. Then there is rook e8. But in this variation, I think I see how to actually win a pawn. Because now, how do you defend e5? You only can go knight g6. But then I have rook e6. Attacking the knight and the pawn. And then knight h4 to hit this pawn. I take. You take, yeah, so my opponent is going for activity. On g1. And potential on g2. Okay, I think I'll take. Think I will take. But now I need to figure out what to do. Okay, bishop c4, let's play a little faster. Now rook g2, yeah, I will hit pawns like this. Now, am I getting into a little bit of trouble? I cannot defend either of those pawns. I think I'll go h4. But suddenly the position I don't really like. Rook f5 would not do all that much. Unfortunately. Well, I would still lose both pawns. Can I just take it? Yes, I can. Yes, I can just take it. Nice. Oh, this defends. This defends the knight. Oh, shot. What is going on? There's a check incoming. Oh, check and king b3 would be necessary. I got a5. If knight c5, a5 wins. That's awesome. And where's the knight jumping? Knight e1. Okay, I'll still give a check. Yeah, I'll just push the a pawn. That should be the best thing to do now. This should be a draw. Objectively. Come on. And yeah, this is just a draw now. By repetition. It's forced. Wow, a draw. But that was crazy, wasn't it? It started slipping somewhere. I don't really know where. This position was great. This position. Yeah, it was pretty good. Apparently. Wow, yeah. Bishop a6 actually, yeah. Pawn hunting was not nice. And bishop a6, maybe on top move here. Wow. So you were right indeed, but I saw it restricts the king, however. Yeah. But the next thing was to activate the king, which would make maybe more sense just to take the c6 pawn with the king. Bishop a6, yeah. I was suggesting it too, but ultimately decided against it. Then good game. Now you wanted the King's Indian. Okay. I can play it for you. I've played King's Indian myself. Quite a bit, even in classical games. Although I stopped from it lately. Here, yeah, I would see it as 97. It might not be as great against London. I think it's against the London, it's not that great. No, e5 is not an option. I don't even have knight g4. Knight h4, 5 also isn't a thing. Can go c6, queen c7. Or rook e1. But yeah, rook e1 here, even though you want the rook on the f-file to support f5, I think here this is good too. Now let's just push the pawn. Got a symmetrical pawn structure now. So we'll see what will happen here. Kinda wanna move this knight to develop this bishop. Or I can put it on b7. That could be interesting. Let's try it. There's knight c4 idea. Okay, I'll try to put the bishop on b7. Bishop onto e4. If you mean, I don't want to commit just yet. Nice. I think I'll move this rook to c8. Although, yeah, it depends. If a6 it was good. If ab then it was not so much. But yeah, if this then it was good. Now what can we do with this? I don't wanna push this pawn. I don't really like that idea. However, I think I'll move this knight here. First bishop h2 and then f5. Is there a problem? No, I don't see any problems here. There are checks now, however, they don't seem that scary. Yeah, 94 you meant there. It was a possibility, for sure. I just decided to go for this one. I don't want to trade the knight. Here, I might hit the queen. Like it is in the position. Then I'll have to deal with attacked e-pawn. Maybe with f4. That might be a good way to deal with it. Although... no, it's fine. I would be keeping my knight. And also I could take, potentially. So yeah, 995 doesn't work. But interesting idea and line to check. At least check if it works or not. Now again, I can harass and push the queen even further with bishop e4. And it feels like, why not? Yeah, why not? Why not push the queen even further? Well, there is a chance, and then f4. It will lock this bishop out and open up more lines, possibly for an attack. I would also have to decide whether or not to take with the knight and get the knight active, or with the pawn. Because that would make the knight on h5 not such a great piece. There also, yeah, my opponent doesn't have to take. That's another line, and a thing to consider. No, a queen trade. Is that what I want? I don't really think so. Maybe I should have saved it for later. This bishop attack. I can't move it and defend e5 simultaneously. F4 should be fine. And if you feel like this is under control, it is, but there is a queen trade coming up, so actually it might be... I got bishop d5 to dodge it, but there are threats for me to look out after too. I'm not just creating them. But definitely it feels like I'm having the space advantage and also more active pieces. I got 3 pieces deep into opponent's position. But yeah, there is this exact idea I was suggesting for white. And now I feel like bishop d5, potentially even bishop g8. Good defend. I don't want to give up this bishop. That way, there's this. Might win a pawn though. It might be winning a pawn here. For white. I'm not exactly sure. But maybe it does win a pawn. But no, it doesn't. I'm attacking the knight now. So no, it's not winning a pawn. I'm hitting the knight on c4. And yeah, this would require to take the knight on h5. In which case I could take on c4 without any recaptures. But still very crazy middle game. I would still call this a middle game, even though it's queenless. And that's kind of what you got from an Indian game. Finland, this was an East Indian, but I guess it's only because we played it against the London system. Otherwise, it was in the spirit of the King's Indian. Although I've also put the other bishop to b7. But the central breakthrough was in the spirit of King's Indian, definitely. Bishop is under attack. Any exchange sacrifice is possible? I don't think so. Then this would not be fork. So let's just go h6 and key the knight back. I was also thinking about bishop g8, but it's unnecessary. Yeah, the knight goes back to f3. Maybe knight e4 here could be interesting in some lines, however, it's unclear how to continue. There's also knight h4 now. Very unclear here. King h7 might work. I think it's a better square for the king, also defending that weak g6 pawn. Maybe g5 was a move. Yeah, maybe g5. Probably g5, even though, yeah, that creates more light square weaknesses. However, defense f4. If h4. Yeah, still the same applies. Still, it's a crazy wild middle game from an Indian game. Yeah, I can still push it even with king h7. King h7 is an improvement overall regardless. There isn't that check, even though there might be with b4. What is this move though? I don't exactly understand it. No, I cannot take. But this rook b8. Yeah, knight b3. So I'm thinking about. I had it, the rook is trapped, so you gotta take. Yeah, it is most likely okay for white in terms of losing material. Another thing to look at is rook a2, definitely. But then there could be even something crazy with knight d4. Yeah, I'll go now back to e4 to hit the rook. So now you gotta take. And yeah, I'll claim the d file. Oh, you can even go to d5 yourself now. Okay, I'll take and still play this interesting piece and game. My knight is under attack, and I'll go back and hit a6. You go back, and now there is knight b5. I could take, maybe. Doesn't want a pawn. Don't want a pawn then. Let's go c6 to restrict this knight. But for all 4 minor pieces for each side on the board, I'm not even sure if you can call this an endgame. Even though likely, because you can go forward with your king. Unlikely to get checkmated. So yes, it is likely an endgame. Okay, b4 is played. Am I getting trapped? No, I don't think I am, and I need to speed up a little. If I go g5 now, is it still so complicated? Oh, knight c3 is so much better. Oh, knight c3 is so much better. Let's get this now. g5, there's a problem that the h5 knight is undefended then. That is quite a problem, in fact. But now it is bad too. Can go here. So I'm gonna trade, but these knights are at least quite inactive. But there is a bigger problem. This bishop is about to get so active and just go after a7. That's quite deadly. That's pretty deadly, in fact. That's actually losing. I can try a few more things. I'm attacking this pawn twice already myself, but a7 seems more crucial and quicker, and also with the bishop. This knight is kind of trapped though. Yeah, let's just take. It might actually be fine. It might. It might. I'm down on the king side too, but there I could stop it. With the king. Knight is under attack and there's no way to defend b5. Yeah, honestly, why not? I gotta play fast. Now we just gonna take. I'm taking this too. Now I can push. And I think I can push all the way to c2. But then I have no way to push further. There is bishop e3. And the knights won't be able to control it fast enough. Although it will still get a little complicated. Now I'll go here and attack the bishop. And defend e3. And I can push and I got everything defending. My not winning. Thankfully this is not checkmate, yeah. I was not even considering being checkmated, but yeah, now it is winning. The pawn's unstoppable. My pawn messed up. Maybe it was unstoppable anyway with this knight c4 idea. And promote with check. Now let's go back, defend f7. Yeah, there's that check. Let's go back. Damn, 17 seconds. That's the only problem. I can take, I'm sure. Oh, could have taken that, but that's sold right. Come on. 11 seconds. Yeah, I can take that. That should make the job easier. There was a check with the bishop. Connecting the bishop. Again, capture was there. I can push now. Is that thing I'll do. Another. Oh my god. But I was close to being flagged. It was very close. I clutched the wind, and again, we are getting that opportunity that we had in the first game to get over 2200. Our opponent is quite strong though this time. But I was at that rating even myself, so it's unplayable opponent. Are we gonna see an abort? We might. I could have brought it myself though. I don't really want to wait that long. What's happening? So no, we are actually getting out of game indeed. Yeah, that's my goal. That's my goal. To break 2200 today. We are playing a Sicilian. And I chose the closed variation again. I also tried to play c4 once, I think yesterday I played c4. Don't remember how that game ended. If I was able to win with c4 against c5. I also tried Snyder Sicilian with just b3. That's quite interesting too. I could try though. Actually, Snyder you can play without that much opening theory knowledge. But yeah, the open Sicilian, I was studying it, but it's still too complicated, and still I need to spend more time with the open Sicilian before playing it against opponents that are strong as me. I can try open Sicilian here and there. There's also Bristolimo. What the heck? What the heck? Is my opponent trolling? This will be a gem in disguise. That will be a side account where he'll just stall and give a piece and then crash everyone. Because this is gotta be on purpose, like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but like really, what is this? I'm a piece up now, so I guess I'll just develop a bit differently here. Yeah. Oh wow. I mean, yeah, seriously. Seriously. You're playing a chess game. Got 2350. Baited player. So yeah, this really is either, I don't know, Magnus Carlsen and this guy trolling, or I don't know. Now let's just go d4 here. That's a bishop. I have no idea. Some kind of a challenge with friends, so what is this? Playing chess drunk? I really don't know. Because like, come on. You can play these moves to control for a bit, but then you resign, or like, it is very funny though. And honestly, I don't mind the 11 rating points. Yeah, man, what is this? Giving me rook. Oh, oh my gosh, what was this game? What was this game to get to 2200 this way? Against 2300. Okay. Nice. Next game. E4, E5. Knight C6. We are getting a scotch. Regular scotch. Playing this variation. Or the main line. Actually, I can try playing a bot, but I made a lot of videos on my channel. You can look them up. Where I'm actually playing against bots. It was the main focus on this channel in the beginning, about a year ago, a year and a half ago. You go h6 here, yeah, you do. Yeah, and even recently, I actually made a video how I managed to beat Magnus Carlsen bot, so... Isn't this a pawn blunder? Because I was sure this is a line. Wait. Wait. Might just... No, it's not. Yeah, because my opponent not react on d5. Did he know? So it is indeed. It is indeed a pawn loss. Oh wow. I guess h6 is not a move then. Yeah, oh my god. Yeah, you go c6, obviously. c6, and then, I know, queen f3, and then h6, yeah. I messed up the line a bit. Because, to be honest, I was not even looking at the board. I was only searching in my head in the preparation, and yeah, because I know the line, but I skipped the move, and with that I lost the pawn. You're supposed to go c6 in this position. This is still a theory, and then c6, queen f3, and then you go h6 or something like that. It's not the end of the game, but yeah, it's not so nice to mess up a theory this way. at least try to make use of this long diagonal. Maybe just set up a simple checkmate threat. Yeah, I think rook e8. Rook f e8. I was thinking rook a e8 first, but it makes a little difference always. Almost always there's a little difference. It is usually hard, if not impossible, to spot with which rook. Yes, you can think like there are two open files, so I want one rook on e8 and the other one on d8, so then it would make sense. But there is white's rook pressuring, so maybe with that one to be a bit safer with the king, you know. There are lines where it actually matters. Am I gonna give a check now? Sure, why not? And then queen h5. And I'll try some kind of an attack, perhaps. Though it's likely not working, I was thinking of sacking something on f3 maybe to get a check. If this queen moves. Unlikely though. Unlikely. Okay, so we are getting a rook trade, but I don't think I want to trade the second pair of rooks. Yeah, I don't think I do, because then I want this to be a rook endgame. There I might have nice chances to draw this game. So how to avoid this? I think I'll go here and take control over the e file with my queen. It's actually okay, because rook e1 to take first with the queen. There is no other piece to defend it. Okay, rook d1 instead makes sense, I assume. Yeah, the second open file, like I said. Maybe I can get a little crazy with a pawn push this way. Let's try to go for it, why not? Maybe it could work. And I like creating something down a pawn. We got the better bishop here. Look at the pawn placement. 3 pawns on light squares, not 2 pawns on the king side. I got just 1. Which should be better. Into a potential bishop endgame. And just still quite distant future. A bishop endgame. But you never know. To respond to king g1. Queen b to a4, and we are not really getting anywhere. I think I'll try to get a4 instead myself. That might be something. There is h4 by white now. There is. Yeah, there's always the g4 that could open up my axe on bishop. Queen is defending, so I think I'll try to be very passive now. Rook d2 seems weird. It's trying to go for rook e2. That's for sure what my opponent wants. However, it doesn't feel right. There might be some tactics, some nice tactics going my way. Let's give this check first of all. And then see the reaction. King h1 might be the answer to this check that is just okay, yeah. But if queen f2, white might run into some trouble, so I was banking on that. Now, yeah, I guess let's try a4. I'm sacking another pawn, but I want to get them separated and doubled. Do I want to trade rooks? There might still be nice chances. Hard decision. Yeah, it is a hard decision for sure. Trying to calculate lines, if it's actually possible. It might be though. I'll take and then queen d4. Don't trade. Yeah, generally you don't. But I feel like my active queen could do a good job. And the weak first rank. Because if... No, okay, that's not possible. But if check and then queen takes... I have checkmate right now. Possibly if h3... Okay, e5 is not available. Yeah, again, you said don't trade. It was maybe even just the right way to go about this position. But yeah, I just choose this one. And we'll see whether I can still draw this. Because even though it's not one of those drawish endgames that you know about, like queen endgames up a pawn should be winning, and bishop endgames up a pawn should be winning too. But in this particular one, I feel like my queen and bishop are just very active. Welcome to the stream, Matthias. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. But glad you're here. And yeah, now let's try to hold this endgame. But yeah, it's not easy because where you should win this as white is on the queen side. Very good, the pawn advantage. But it's not that easy to start pushing the pawns. Because so far, you got them very nicely defended. You cannot really get the queen active with creating checkmate threats. If you are not defending e5, you might run into some nice perpetual check. I mean, for example, if you decide to go for... Yeah, just just queen d2, for example. I'm not even sure why would you play it. But queen d2 runs into perpetual check. I think maybe you can run like that and then out with the king. However, that seems like not really direction white wants to head into, and you see my opponent is spending quite some time trying to figure out how to break into my position, because like I said, it's not so obvious. And that's basically the answer why I decided to trade and go for this. G3. Okay, there's a pin. Any way to take advantage of it? Okay, there will be king g2 played. Bishop c8. Yeah, king g2 and then you combine. Maybe, but I'm still a little concerned. I feel like I'll go g4 here. That seems pretty good. Because the pawn is spin, so I can even take with the queen. The queen has no checks. Then I could get active. I would attack the pawn too. Both of the pawns. Yeah, I think that g4 is pretty good. I should take advantage of the pain of this bishop. Well, I can. Yeah, I'm getting nice activity. Let's take with the queen now. No, it's not Bota's gambit. My queen is actually very safe there. But now, okay, king g2 anyway. Actually makes it difficult for me again. Defends everything. Again. And there was actually a check. Wow. Okay. Okay, I guess I'll just go back then and see what has actually improved here. I wanted to push the h1 and maybe I can still do it. Maybe I can still push the h-pawn. But yeah, there is this move. Trade of bishops. Queen takes... No, I cannot. You cannot. So I might be forced to retreat from that beautiful diagonal. But if I do that, okay, let's try to keep pace also. But yeah, I saw bishop e4 that it was there since the checks were protected. Now, which endgame would I enjoy more? Queen endgame or bishop endgame? In queen endgames, there are more tricks. Bishop endgames, there are fewer pawns. The pawns are on the light square, maybe. I could make a draw. For now, I'll go back though. And see. They're in the wrong order. Yeah, it's hard to say. It might be the bishop. After, my king is also quite exposed, and there could be easy queen trades. Am I getting h5 now? I might. Trading more pawns seems beneficial to me. Okay, I think I'll go back. Oh, you can take and then bishop g4 and defend everything again. Okay, that's not so nice then. I was banking on this idea, but missed bishop g4. Oh, but actually both missed it. The pawn is pinned. Oh wow, so we both missed it, but I recognized it in time. But that was crazy. It still kind of is though, but if white takes, I can take on f3. So I don't really think if I would advise that. It's still a very difficult endgame. Come on, man. Stop it. There we go. Oh, and I'm winning on time, actually. Wow. Oh, wow. Thankfully, I was able to recognize the fact that the bishop actually was hanging. Thanks to that feint, but... Oh, wow. What else, then? What's the position? Oh, bishop back d4. You're saying that this is like nothing. Possibly, because now I have to take. And then, yeah. Even if I take, there's a queen trade, which should be winning. So it was not such a great idea after all. And here, yeah, you see it's +1, which in an end game is not really... It often is not even enough. And this position... Yeah, again, not even a pawn, maybe now. +1. This position. I can also take a look if what was more correct. So yeah, you can see the lines, the engine lines, but actually the best is to take on e2. Okay, so I'm happy to recognize that correctly, but difficult decision to make. This was just pure intuition, basically. If to trade the rooks or not. We can get next game. Now, f3. Anti-Grunfeld variation. Yeah, I cannot go for this now. I see. Or can I? Like, I might, because f3 is not a really move you want to have in. Do you? I'm a little confused now. I think I'll go for it anyway. I see e4 coming, and usually this is not very good, but I feel like with f3 move forced, it's not as great for white. My PB in... what do you mean? 3 minutes, 5 minutes, or survival? Actually, I can tell you all. But first I want to ask. There is long castles being prepared and also this. So how do we counter? I think e5. And now c6. That's my typical idea in these positions. Survival. I have definitely 59. But maybe I already beat it. I know I have 59, but maybe I beat it already. Let's take, open up the C file. Now will the knight take or the pawn take? All of the recaptures are interesting. Are there any discoveries that I might be concerned about? There might not be discoveries, but bishop g5 is not a move I really like, so I think I'll take. There's not really knight c4. Yeah, I think I'll take. And then queen takes, I can give a check. And then knight c6. And that seems quite good. I also can go bishop e6. To hit the queen this way. But there should be time for stuff like that. And when I put the rooks on the D and the C file, bishop b5. Interesting choice. Can I go bishop rook d8 now? Is it a possibility? Queen b3 is forced to be played. Then I can play bishop e6. Yeah, I like it. Nice defending the rook, and if bishop takes, I will take the queen. And I would get a queen for a knight and a rook. So that's a nice trade, obviously. Now bishop e6 should push the queen even further. I wonder if you trade first. It might make a difference. Small one, but a difference. I can now take and go rook d8. Or take and then knight b4. Wow, now it feels like the king is very weak and there could be a lot of tactics. Including bishop takes, and then there's this, although the bishop can block, so... Oh, I can... Oh my gosh. So I can take, and if that, I fork. Oh my. So yeah, it's actually even... It's possible even immediately now. Now what do you play? Queen a5, I think so. No, queen a5, queen a4. But then I give a check. This might be checkmate. There's bishop d2. I can also just take. And be okay. I'm searching for checkmate, but maybe you don't have to checkmate. I'm also hitting the bishop. Yeah, so my opponent takes. And now what? Now queen a4. Yeah, now queen a4. Am I actually forced to trade? I think, yeah. I was thinking about giving this check, and if queen takes, then it's awesome. But king takes, knight check, king b3. There is nothing for me. Can also give a check this way. No, I think I'll just take and enjoy being pawn up, even though I might not be for a long time, even though I will be. But yeah, I just got a pawn out of it. It's slightly more, and I missed out on bishop c4. Much better not to allow that knight into the game. Let's attack this bishop and activate the rook a bit more. But yeah, bishop c4 was just better. Regretting it now, maybe a bit too much. Okay, yeah, I think I'll push on the queen side, because that's what I should do. I snatch the pawn there. So let's take advantage of those 2 pawns. And if bishop takes, I'm happy with the bishop pair. Knight goes in now, maybe trying to go even further. Knight d4 feels like I'm trapping my rook a bit. But it might be just fine. Actually, I think it is just fine that the rook is actually pretty safe there from any piece attacks. Yeah, now let's go b5. And if I could win a bishop pair, it would be awesome. I might win it. Yeah, this pawn is winning the bishop pair. That's great. That's what I wanted. And then it should be easier to push these pawns, and just with the bishops against the knight, it could be very awesome. Although this move might have something to say. Now I'll maneuver this knight to c4, which is an excellent outpost. Hit the bishop again. But it would be nice to get the last piece, the dark squad bishop involved. This diagonal would be excellent. Where can the bishop move? To c5. If here I go f6. Yeah, so the bishop goes back. Now I can give a check on this diagonal. I can also infiltrate it. And I can give a check. It doesn't feel to be that good. Let's go in. Attack the bishop. My pieces are much stronger now than my opponent's pieces. Yet I'm making no use of that. Maybe this could be good though. Oh, I should have pushed. Oh. Yeah, this is only a bishop pair which I saw. That's the reason why I went for it, but just b4, b3 was winning on the spot. It was... Can I go after this? Okay, let's go after these two pawns now and keep the rook active. However, I see these two pawns being a bit more vulnerable than now. Getting under attack. Knight is jumping in. Need to be careful. Not to place it anywhere I don't want to. At the same time, I need to be a bit faster. I don't like knight c7. Knight c7, I cannot go back to c8, so I think I'll let the pawn go, maybe push. Then I lose this bishop, so maybe bishop c4. Then the knight takes and hit the bishop again. Getting crazy, yeah. After the scheme, I'll show you how I was winning on the spot with b4 over there. Okay, I played it. I decided to simplify things a little. But again, I won't be able to take immediately. But I can go bishop d4 and hit this. That might be huge, okay. Let's take the pawn now. And hit b2, which cannot be defended that nicely. I can hit this pawn after that too. It feels like the whole king side is falling for white. I'll now just take with check. And then, yeah, I should start pushing. Knight will take. And now, yeah, honestly, just start pushing. Just push. I should be faster here. That has to be the simplest way to do it. Just push these two pawns, and these two pawns together should be unstoppable. And it should be the simplest way to win in a time scramble. My opponent decides to keep the knight. I guess it's quite a wise decision. It's making me problems though. I found the right move, but it took me more than it should. More time than it should. But I ultimately found the right move. Okay, let's advance the king now maybe too. Damn, 18 seconds. No. Don't blunder a fork here. I'll put my rook behind. But 12 seconds, come on. Against so much time. Checkmate threats you want. Oh wow. Five seconds. I can already tell, guys. I'm not making this. I'll pre-move. I don't think there's anything too dangerous. Again, if my opponent would go for a trick, then maybe. Hmm. Am I at least able to get a draw? I might be able to get a draw here. But okay. I'm getting a draw. It was winning so hard, but wow. Yeah, now I can win you how that thing was just winning. At least I think so. Over here, if b4 and b3. No, actually bishop e3 instead. Knight e3 was actually better than b4, but b4 would be simpler. I feel like, because what can you do? Oh, go knight d1. I missed that a little because I thought b3 and then I'm taking. But you can see it is +4. It is +4. But okay. At least it was not a loss. So it is still fine. I played a good game and didn't drop a rating. Didn't drop a single rating point. In fact, I gained like 1, I think. Okay. Leona played with e4 here. I might, yeah, I honestly quite like this. Because I can go to e2 and then push f4 first. The opponent is going for this maneuver. I mean, he's pretty strong. I'll go rook b1, that is always useful when I push b4, if you can. Let's get my knight to d5 now. And now... am I gonna trade immediately? Yeah, I think I'll trade. Knight takes would be logical. And my opponent's got e6, I don't have e3 or anything like that, so... Yeah, that is the drawback, obviously. But I got these very nice pawns already advanced and ready to advance maybe even further. My opponent takes with the bishop. But that feels like it's giving me time. Okay. I'm gonna take. Oh my god. My opponent is really strong. How do you come up with this? Do you come up with this? Yeah, I knew the knight is not so great there, but yeah, okay, here I messed up. The knight is trapped. I saw the idea here that maybe you can take with the pawn and the knight is trapped on the spot. However, I would be on the move, which is a huge defense. I can play f5. But here, yeah, you're fine if you just move the king or block with the knight, but bishop e3 seems very good, but just fails. Okay, this was a quick loss, so I'll do one more. I'll do one more. again with the English. I can go for the same thing here. Maybe. Oh, my opponent goes e6, hinting on d5. No, you know what? Let's go on e3 and get the knight to e2. And just play it. Even though we face d5. Not that. Okay. It is fine. Very symmetrical. But I think it's good for us indeed. So let's work with d4. We might get a very symmetrical structure. Yeah, we are. There it is. But I feel like, yeah, the knight placement is better. Already attacking. Now I'll get the spin, and if f6, then I'm happy. So yeah, I feel like the knight placement was better. That's why I went for it. Simple reason. But yeah, it will be very... Yeah, still just symmetry. The pawn is only defended by the queen. So can I go like queen b3 by any chance? I tried to go aggressively with the pin and stuff. My opponent cannot, or at least I think cannot, go for queen b6 either. Okay, so just h6. But that... Yeah, that weakens the structure around the king too a bit. So I'm happy with that. Now is queen b3 something I would want to do? f4. Maybe you meant the position before, but interesting, but I think too weakening. Yeah, I feel like queen b3 is good. It pressures d5 once more. And if this, I could even take and then snatch a pawn. No problems there. I'll take on b7, so I essentially stopped this idea. Maybe you can go something like knight f5 or knight c6 to counterattack, because now I'm only defending once, and it is already attacked once. Wow. So queen c, rook c4 instead. Wow. Okay, that took me by surprise. Not gonna lie. Actually, even if bishop takes, I can take on h6. So I'm not losing a pawn. I'm not even losing a pawn. I can go back to e2 and get even more symmetrical position. Why not? I feel quite good about this. Because of this, which favors me. If rook ec8, I take. If pawn takes, take on b7. And this rook take, if the rook takes, then I can maybe even go rook c1. I don't have to take. Whoa. I don't have to take, but I will. Rook takes rook c1. I think it's good. I get knight c1. Or bishop c1. But knight c1 could be nice. There is knight f5, but my advantage, what I feel like, is the more active queen. Okay, knight goes in now. Knight goes in, but as I see it, I should just win a pawn. I don't see a problem. This is defended twice and attacked thrice, but you cannot take. Cannot, because then I take, bishop takes, I take the queen, and you would lose a piece there. So queen a4 instead, getting active with the queen. Interesting. My king might be maybe a little weaker. I got d5 push. Queen u1, bishop f1, bishop takes. But I should have nice knight c3. I think I have very nice knight c3. Though it's not clear at all. Yeah, the queen infiltration is not very pleasant. But I think I'll go knight c3. I'm defending these two pawns for the time being. Also, these three infiltration squares. This. So yes, the queen can get in there. Oh my god. Is bishop e4 trapping the queen? Is bishop e4 seriously trapping the queen? Wow, that is so weird. But it is. Oh wow. That's a nice W. I can already say it because that's a queen. That's a queen, but such a weird spot to trap the queen in. I was not thinking about trapping it on c2 initially at all. And the problem is you cannot even attack the queen. Because I can give a check and then take. Oh wow. Yeah. This is a nice one to end the stream with. I'll do it today a bit shorter, a bit under 2 hours because I started late. I had to update my computer, and yeah, my camera was not working, so I had to fix it, and that took me a while. Now here in Czechia it's already quite late, so sorry about that. Sorry about the fact that the stream is a bit shorter, but yesterday we had a nice long one, and today we surpassed 2200, so that's awesome. And now ending with such a win. Never say it's over until it's over, but this one really is. This one really is. There is nothing black can do. And there's not even 2 pieces. If it would be 2 pieces for the queen, then you can play on. But here's only 1 piece for the whole queen. And that's just too little. Although, wait a second. Possibly those are actually 2 pieces. Yeah, so those are actually 2 pieces. But still, I should win this because there is just so little material. But yeah, nice find. At least my opponent got this. But I can take, defend, and I'm even up a lot of pawns, okay. So this is actually defended by the knight indeed. Yeah, I'll just give a check. So we are playing on now. There's actually 2 pieces indeed. The knight seems in a bit of a weird spot right now. Okay, let's not think about it too much. Yeah, I'll just push the a-pawn. Yeah, up a queen for the 2 bishops, which is the best case scenario for the side with the pieces. However, it is still not enough. Let's go in this way, hit the bishop. The bishop has to go to a reverse square now. So we are still playing the game. Okay, this move I got. It's the pawn. Threatens this possibly. I should be fine even in that case. Let's just push the pawn. There's really nothing that can possibly happen, right? If I just keep pushing the pawn. Knight d3. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I'll just push the pawn. Just push the pawn. I don't have to think about it that much. This actually threatens a nice checkmate though, which will be played just right now, hit the bishop and threaten checkmate, very hidden, but effective, and this will end the game. Definitely, because I'm winning a piece at least, if, oh, checkmating. So yeah, that is a very nice win. And like I said, this is the last game of today, but we got to 2200, even a little more over. So yeah, see you tomorrow with hopefully another successful day like this in terms of rating points. And thanks for being here. I really appreciate it, and I also hope that you learned something